when last we met, a young lady in the road, she basically released this gas bomb or some sort of chemical bomb, and Jacob, your character, Yog fell unconscious, whereas the other two, Horace and Kibble, were able to stay lucid. So we should roll initiative, that's what we should do. So yeah, you hit the deck and this green cloud starts to emerge and you see the two people up on their feet. Horace the dwarf, I think you're first to react.
What's all this? Someone farted. What the hell is going on here? I get my 2 hand axes and I go to throw them into the mist.
Okay, you can see shapes.
Yeah. 24 to hit and 23.
You hear a female scream.
11 damage.
11 damage?
11 damage.
Wow.
The axes go into the green gas.
You just see this body fall backwards.
Hey, don't start doing gases around me, lassie. I've had enough of that in the mines.
Then Kibble Gush.
They're using chemical weapons. They violated Geneva Convention. They die. Are there any other shadows that I can see?
Yes, there is. There's a guy who was supposedly injured. He's on his feet, swirling in the mist.
Ah, well, I'm gonna shoot him. Hopefully through the knee. 24 to hit.
You shoot him through the kneecap. Ah! Stop! Stop fire! Stop attacking! And the mist starts to clear a bit. You've got a good view of there's a woman on the floor with a hand axe sticking out of her chest. He's like kneecapped. Stop firing! He goes over. Darlene, my love. Oh my God.
At least I went for an incapacitating attack.
She's got no pulse and my knee hurts. So Yog, give me a roll. A con, sir.
Con. 9.
No signs of life. Horace the dwarf.
You're attacking us, lovey.
No, look, we have no weapons. Ah.
Then who's let out this green mist?
Okay, yes, please, my wife. You've killed her. The mist disappears.
Well, that's what happens when you spring an attack upon someone. You get a reaction like that, especially a dwarf who gets a bit claustrophobic sometimes.
Look, you murdered her. You're a murderer. Oh my God.
No, lad. No. I'm not a murderer. But now that you've started screaming and shouting that I'm a murderer, what is your business here?
God, can you help me sort my leg out, my knee? You've absolutely...
Why are you here, lad? Tell me.
We're just bandits. We steal horses.
You steal horses, and that's it.
Oh my God.
You got any information for us?
Any information? We're we're nobodies. We're just bandits, and you will be.
That's enough to hear. Get my battle axe.
Yeah.
Attack to hit his head.
Oh, well, I assume you're not going to miss. He's not going anywhere.
Nice.
No, Rick, don't kill him.
24 to hit.
I was a little late.
9 damage.
Well, you
Splintered into his head.
Yeah, you just hear the skull shatter as you rest a hand axe or whatever it was in his top of his head.
No witnesses, lad. We can't have any witnesses. We can't be a culprit to murder, right? Who's got a shovel? We can bury them now.
Drag them in what we say wolf kill.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, well, a wolf killed them with an axe. You got some brains in your mushroom, ain't you? Jesus.
Yeah, it's happened before.
Yeah, I'm sure. What kind of wolves you got round here?
Very well trained ones.
Very well trained. Well, yeah, fair enough to be fair. Yeah, I trained my dog once to throw knives. It didn't go to him. He died.
Do I get to make another save?
Yeah, you can, yeah.
9 again.
Right.
Okay.
I'm about to say, I'm just gonna assume he's dead and drag him into the forest as well.
Okay.
Yeah, we lost a lad today. It was a sad moment. I tried
It's
slapping.
very sad. Anyway.
So yeah, as you drag Turtle Body and 2 humans into the forest, Jacob, this is his last chance to wake up but not be left behind.
If I get buried alive. 21.
Right, your eyes flick open and you're being dragged into all you see is trees overhead.
That sounds like, wait, where are they grabbing me? By my tail, I'm guessing? I don't even know.
I don't know, your feet.
They don't have tails. Never mind.
By your shell.
I mean, I'm gonna try and like kick him off. I'm like scrabbling on the floor, but ultimately, I'm on my back and I'm a turtle. So even though I'm conscious, I'm still just laying back on the floor.
Yeah.
Can somebody come pick me up, please?
He's alive.
Oh look, the thing's wriggling.
I'm alive.
You were dead.
No, I wasn't. Well, I don't think I was.
Well, you weren't moving. You weren't talking. I thought the green gas had killed you, laddie.
I was just tired.
Tired? Where you been built from, lad? You can't be tired.
I'm sorry. I guess.
You're tired. Yeah, it's daytime, lad. Why are you tired?
I don't know. I got poisoned. Not my fault.
Oh, is that what that was? I thought it was just some kind of toxic fart.
How come only you are affected?
Yeah, why? Yeah, are you weak to farts?
I don't know.
With bandits.
I've never tested. I've never tested my resiliency against farts.
This is a pickle, isn't it? We've got 2 dead bodies here, and we're only out for an exploration.
Wait, you killed people?
Well,
How
yeah,
long that you commit murder?
they came to attack us, and I responded with an attack.
Fair enough, I guess.
Exactly. We're going to steal our horses. We can't have that.
I don't
They're
think
not our horses.
2 of our horses probably aren't worth stealing.
Yeah, that's true. Wasn't there a body at the side of the road?
The guys were pretending he was a bit beaten up, but he was posing as really injured just to get you.
I get you. Well, I mean, I can't be bothered burying these bodies. I think, as the mushroom fella said, the wolves will have got them by now. And to be fair, the wolves will probably eat them. So we've kind of got a win-win situation here. We've helped the vegetation of life in this nice area. We've given the nature some food, and we can get on with our day.
Climb back on your horses, and you ride north, and the sun beats down on you. It's a long road. You're going towards Sunnyside Up Farm, I thought it was. Right, so the sunshine grows ever more intense as the hours pass. Sunshine that becomes an oven by midday. The monotony of riding on the road, one hill to the next, one barn after the next, ends with a new sight to behold. Sunnyside Up Farm seems like an oasis. Fields of crops with thick hedges between glorious tall trees affording shade, and a blessed farmhouse. The group sees that this blessing is not entirely divine. The waterlogged wood is almost spongy, giving way to a sagging roof, missing shutters, and paint that's flaked off like a derelict construct. However, something keeps it from falling in on itself. What exactly that is, one might not want to know. So the farmhouse. The house's exterior offers all the standard tools used in basic land and house maintenance. They are kept outside. There's you see rakes and scythes and all sorts of farming equipment propped up. There's this elderly guy rocking in a chair on the porch. He's got a heavy crossbow leaning against the wall next to him, and he's eyeing you casually even as the group approaches.
This isn't the guy that hired us, is it? This is
an old timer, 70s. He sees you come up and he says, "Well, howdy, folks. How you doing?"
We're quite well. We've been sent here because you're losing some animals, apparently.
Ah, you've come about those animals, that's for sure. My grandson is having a hell of a time.
So you help him?
Well, I've done my helping these days. I just watch the old farmstead. He does all the work,
So have you stayed on watch overnight? Have you gone to see if these animals have been stolen, or have you just sat there or gone to sleep? Or
it's my son. He'll be back shortly. If you need yourself some water, we got ourselves a watershed. It's one of the few ones in Miles, and you are hot, you are thirsty. See that small shed over there? Inside there is a tap that taps into the spring. Underneath this here barren lands, afford you some shade in there also. If you want, take a load off.
I'll go for some water. Yeah, all this killing can really make you sweat up for a bit. Walk
yeah,
over and fart while carrying the chest, and you're not sure which smell is worse, the chest or the fart.
So
Probably fuck.
you head towards the watershed. The watershed is simple construct, shadowed by two giant trees extending branches over it. So yeah, you go in there. There's basically just a tap coming out of the floor. You can fill your water skins up. You can wash your hair in it.
While they're going towards that, and I'm asking, where is your son?
Oh, he's out doing the rounds, you know, but he should be back any time. It's nearly his lunchtime.
But is he like in the farm or is he?
Oh yeah, he's just doing a circuit. We have about 30 acres. He's due back. That's all I know.
All right.
You can come and pull up a seat in the shade here if you want some.
I'll get some water first, but
Okay.
yeah, I'll come back up.
Well, suit yourself. My name's Tito, by the way.
Oh, I'm Yog.
Nice to meet you, Yog. And what about your two friends there?
They are. the small one's Horace and the bigger one's Kibble.
All right.
Hello.
All right.
My name is Kibble Goose.
You
It's
look
pleasure.
like some of the things we grow on this here farm.
You grow acid shroom?
Acid? Oh no, not acid. Not acid. Fair enough. You know, you see those fields out there? My grandfather was born right out there in those fields. His face turned up to the sky. Women call that sunny side up, like frying eggs that you do not flip. Women also say a birth like that is the most painful. I cannot rightly say why that is, but my grandfather died in those fields, working to the day he died. His face turned to the sun. And as the sun climbs higher, the rays soon become oppressive. In the sultry convection, you no longer feel the heat, you taste it. You work harder to breathe and must work harder to remain civil, because it kind of gets you angry. Gramps invites you to relax in the nearby watershed and take fresh water from the pump. He insists it's almost for medical reasons that you hydrate yourself. So you guys go in there, you refresh, it's lovely and cool in the shade. And you hear a clip-clop of a horse approaching the house, and looking out you'll see, supposedly this is the grandson. And the old-timer says, there's some new folks out there in the shed. I think they've come about the help we asked for. So this guy comes over, he's about 45, lumberjack shirt on, brown pants, big boots. Finally, the mighty powers that be finally sent someone out here to listen to us stupid country folk. Now listen hard, because I don't have all day. Believe it or not, I can count past 10. Now listen, I took 32 sheep to graze, out to pasture, last month. I dozed off a bit in the heat. Now I know what you're thinking, I fell asleep on the job, blah, blah, blah. But I tell you, there's nothing to account for the 29 sheep I brought home. Now listen, a few days later, I had to try that same spot again because of the regrowth, you know, the grass. I was awake and I had my trusty bow with me. My hounds got in all a fuss, barking and growling at something, so I had to walk away for a short bit to see if they were keeping the sheep safe at the drinking hole. We came back that night, and I swear to you I counted only 28 sheep. 4 sheep might sound like nothing to you, but it means everything to us. What will happen if I come back tomorrow, and when I have to go back at the end of the season, we will have nothing to bring to the market? Nothing. But do not take my word for it. Have you talked to Ateka yet? He runs Ateka's farms. And come to think of it, he might have had it worse than us.
Have we talked to Ateka yet?
No.
Okay.
Where would this farm be?
Further east from here, you are now this area, if you can see that okay. He is talking about Ateka's farm, who's had it worse than him. and you go further east, and I believe, yes, this is Attackers. It's the next farm.
That was to the west, Charlie just said.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's all this land. Attacker was telling me that even he's had it worse, so it's like, I don't know whether it's poachers or weird beast, you know, maybe an owl bear or something, but...
I don't know, lad. I think we best have a look at this land and then go to the other farm. What do you think, lads?
Yeah, we should.
Sounds like a good idea.
Feel
Yeah.
free to have a look around.
Yeah, I want to
this area first before we go to Attacker.
taste the ground, see if it tastes like sheep. You never know, they might be melting into the grass. I know I would if I was a sheep with this sun. It's bloody awful.
Okay, if you need any refreshments, you know, cool water, we got you some bread. You can do a little bit of bread and cheese.
That sounds nice, lad.
But in the meantime, you have a look. My fences are all green, so if you're inside the green fences, you're on my land. Thanks, fellas. I hope you can find something. Now I gotta go inside and wash up because this hot sun's starting to make my blood boil. You guys take your horses, I imagine. Are you going on foot?
I think we're gonna go around this area first before going to Attacker.
Yeah. Looking
Yeah.
around the house area, crops open. It's quite barren. It's this patchy. Well, around the house, it's lovely. Like the description, it's greenery and hedges and stuff because the underwater spring runs close to the house. And as you get further out, you know, if you walk for like 5-10 minutes, the land becomes a bit more dry grass patches and barren, and it's more like if you're near the water source, you can be all right to grow your crops. So there's grain, certain things that like sand. But yeah, you give me some perception checks as you're looking around further and further around the house area. So the sun, for whatever reason, is starting to really get to Horace's eyes. Maybe it was the drink from earlier or the ride. He just starts to have a bit of double vision as the heat's getting to him. And pulling that crate around all the time, it's obviously he's not eating enough to, you know, have the energy.
Sit on my crate box. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
what a sweaty, innit?
So Charlie, I think, rolled the highest. I think I had 24.
Yeah.
You see a dark shape amongst the waist-high cornfield reeds. You walk over and you actually find a boar, a large wild boar, and it's on its side. So would you like to go and investigate?
This is sending me all the red flags. Sure. I embrace that.
You don't have to. Walk away.
Nope, death is cold. It's waving hello. I must answer it. I'd like to examine the boar and
Yeah.
attempt to do a decent-ish autopsy on what killed it. 18.
The sides, as it lays on its side, the top side seems to have sunken a little bit. Like you'd think the boar would be a lot of oval, but it's kind of got an indentation, a sagging part. And as you get round the belly, you realise it's got a whole slide. It's like someone's cut a sword along the underside and removed all of its guts. It has no innards at all. So yeah, its guts are removed. It seems to be its organs are missing. It seems completely drained of blood, and in the hot sun, it's the dark black-looking thing must be the dried blood, but there's no actual blood left. It's drained. It's gutted, and if anything, the wounds, for what they are, look surgical.
My first question was going to be: do these look like they were done by an animal's claws or by a knife?
Yeah, well, you think that claws would be much more savage. These are like a surgeon has gone, I'm going to slice its belly up and reach in, pull all its guts out.
Well, now I'm going to call over the others.
Yeah.
Now that I've established I'm not dead. Here, look, you two. There is a strange thing here.
Could you
Please go.
perhaps be a bit more specific than strange thing?
Disemboweled boar, missing organs.
Ah, okay, yeah.
Sounds like dinner, lads.
I don't think it does.
It
I
does.
think
In
it's
this heat,
quite
it's probably
irrelevant.
already cooked as well. Oh, what's inside this boar? I put my head in.
Nothing.
Yeah, it's just weirdly too empty. Something's wrong with it.
Someone's carved this out surgically.
It's shed its skin.
It's shed its
Yeah,
organs.
The bigger
It's gone.
ball walking around somewhere.
Can I do an investigation around the body?
Yeah. 14. You see that you might want to really check the other side of the boar's body by lifting the legs up and rotating it over.
Yeah, pick it up.
You roll it over fairly easily because it's mostly skin
Mhm.
and a bit of bone. It seems to have one singular puncture wound on the neck, like a tent peg, like a very round hole. Seems to be where the blood was sucked from.
We've got a vampire, lads. We've got a 1-2 vampire.
We have a giant mosquito.
Approaching is the younger farm hand, but he's like a minute or two away if you want to do anything.
I'd like to look around for any possible traps. 15.
Yeah, you walk up the aisles of the cornfield. And there's apart from maybe some pesticides that are now and again sprayed, empty pesticide bottle here and there. You see no traps. There's no like bear traps or barbed wire or anything really. So yeah.
Okay.
They definitely wasn't brought down by a man-made trap. The farmer comes up to the other two who are. Horace has got his crate pulled through the corn and says, "Excuse me, fella, I'm sorry, I don't. What have you found there?
Have you been
Disemboweled
disemboweling
boar.
boars?
What is it? A boar? What the hell's a boar doing here?
You've not eaten this.
Man, we don't eat that stuff. No siree. And can you not damage my crops with your crate? Can you pull? You've flattened all my corn.
I flipped the ball back over to the disemboweled side.
Uh,
Do you know any creatures that could have done this in the nearby area?
well, God, no. What's happened to its insides?
There's a hole in its neck.
They're
Well, we
outside
think-
somewhere.
A 1-2 vampire has eaten it. And then the rest inside has just been surgically removed.
A vampire?
He's
That's
the only one who thinks that.
Well, you might call them mosquitoes, but I call them vampires.
No, I don't recognise those injuries. That is weird. And he's looking around. He's like, there's none of my other crops have been flattened either. If something like monster-wise came through here, you'd think there'd be a pathway to get
Because it's
to
a
the...
mosquito, it flies.
Yeah, you think flies maybe swarmed in, some sort of killer cannibal flies?
I know all the organs are gone, but still, shouldn't there be flies around this thing? It's in the
Yes,
scorching heat and there's dead skin. I feel
That's-
like it should be attracting something.
And there's no flies whatsoever.
Do you have flies around here?
Of course we have flies around
The
here.
place that doesn't have flies.
Yeah, you might not have flies.
That is weird. How long would you say this thing's been out here?
I don't know. I eat it.
I'd like to check.
Yeah, you need like survival.
Yeah.
The range is really good at survival, oddly enough.
You don't want to eat that.
I'll be able to tell when it was killed.
27 with a
Jesus.
natural 20.
Okay. 2 days.
It's been dead for roughly 2 days.
Whoa, you can tell all that by just looking at it?
See, I get a
In
more
very
precise
good
time
way.
if I eat it.
Yeah. Well, even less reason to be eating it. That's going to make you sick, my friend. Do you think
yeah.
whatever did this has been taking my sheep and...
Well, I mean, you put 2 and 2 together, you might get 4.
Maybe you get 5.
No,
I
you
don't
get
think.
4.
He's baffled. He's like, what the hell does that mean? He's thinking to himself.
Although he didn't it didn't take this. It's just killed it and left it.
Yeah, that's true.
Unless it took it from somewhere else and brought it here. But
Well,
He's looking up at the sky like you think maybe it got dropped here and killed somewhere else.
Well, sheep are very easy to move, and maybe it was carrying this borg, and they just dropped it because it was too heavy.
Too heavy. Yeah.
But what the hell would take its organs out?
Right, lighter, isn't it?
Rats.
No one wants to eat the skin.
This is too heavy. One sec, I'll eat its organs.
Yeah, and then you finish with it. It's like, you know what? I don't actually want this anymore. I'm just going to litter this pot of farmer's crops with this borg. 2 days. You were following around this area earlier, and you didn't see this.
I didn't see this. I've got a lot of land. There's, my grandpa.
Right,
You didn't see this.
This boar, no.
Are you blind?
Look how big this land is.
It's a borg in the middle of some crops. How can you not see it?
I don't know what you're getting at.
I'm saying that you need to go get your eyes tested or something, lad. It seems very suspicious. I don't know.
In fairness, I was the only one who found it.
Yeah, neither of us found it. You didn't do a very good job at looking, did you?
It's this heat. I'm not built for it.
Look, let me know if you find anything else, and I'll meet you back at the house.
All right, lad.
Off he goes.
I think flying is our best theory.
Yeah.
Yeah, it probably flies.
But you also seem to think that whatever's done this will take its blood, take its organs out, and then decide to pick up the carcass it doesn't want, fly away with that.
No, I'm saying it picks it up, kills it, picks it up, and then realizes it's too heavy, drops it, eats the organs, takes the organs, and then leaves the body to rot there.
That just makes sense. Whatever this is.
I think.
But the fact that new information to you, whether that's not how it.
That's good. That's good. It's not right, but it's good.
So out of the two situations you proposed, is it a situation where 2 and 2 equals 4 or 2 and 2 equals 5?
I think it's 5 this time.
As you surmised earlier.
Yeah, probably 5. I think we should investigate the other farm, because if there's more action happening there and we just got a borg here and a blind farmer, I think it's probably best we go to the other place.
Are you leaving him? Are you straight on your horses and going, or are you going to say that you're going?
I just go.
It's off.
You go, you load up your crate onto the back of your horse, and off you set. It's a case of going west, and as you're going west, the open road. Fair enough, nothing too surprising, but there comes a moment where you suddenly notice the quiet, and you wouldn't have noticed it before, when all the animals were making natural noises. But all of a sudden, when the animal noises are not there, you notice the weird, deathly silence apart from the clip-clop and the breathing of your horses and the odd creak of your crate. It's like I can suddenly hear no wildlife, not a cricket. And in fact, as you're going past a tree line on this road, you kind of have this weird feeling like you're being observed.
Well, I'm going to look around and see if I can see what I feel being observed.
It's suddenly like snipers are watching you. You think this would be an excellent place for an ambush. It's that sort of feeling.
There's like a red dot on your body.
Yeah.
Yeah, Horace has just got this red dot on his forehead.
Hey.
I immediately put my finger on it.
Cat. Yeah, I want to try and look around at the trees.
Yeah, observe away. Investigation.
I'd like to also do that.
Charlie, you are looking at maybe the ridge lines. The line upon the ridge, and no one's looking down at you. And you can see for miles up towards the mountains. Jacob, you're observing the other way. There's a tree line. The woods start on one side of you, and looking along there, again, you don't You don't see anything stood in between the trees. So that's just a weird feeling. You're like, I don't know why I feel like this, but and then it, within like a minute, it's gone, and you suddenly start to hear flies buzzing around and the odd bird.
Next time that happens, I'm casting detect magic.
Yeah.
We're getting ready.
Well, I'm using one of my ranger things right now. Continue on with the story.
Yeah, okay. Well, so on the way to Atteka's ranch, you actually go past something called Bone Creek, which is kind of in the middle where this hash meets. Ahead of you is a shady oasis, a tree-shaded outpost. The only road to town becomes a cobbled and widened route, easier on the feet than an upland hike. Upon entering the outpost, you see only 4 buildings, one at each corner, where the creek intersects the road. A commodity more precious than gold is at the intersection. More clean, cold, fresh water. So on the map there, it appears to be nothing but a footnote. Wait, actually at the crossroad, that little, that intersection,
Yeah.
that there actually is something that's not worthy. A red brick building that has a tap picture on it. It's like another one of those sheds where you can tap into the spring. And then there seems to be a shop, a general store, a 2-story building also that says the Ghost Inn on it, and a church. So those are the 4 buildings: a shop, a church, an inn, and a water shed.
That's quite a busy area.
But that's all there is. I mean, it's barely it's not a town, just a place to
Hamlet.
stop along the way. It's where travellers throughout the different directions would meet and have a rest. So you can carry on going to Atteka's farm because that's where you're headed.
I think we should go to the tavern.
Yeah.
It is night almost. Falling.
Yes, I should say that. Yes, the sun is setting.
Okay. I mean, yeah, sure, we'll rest here then.
Well, they said the animals were getting stolen in the night.
Oh, actually, yeah.
We can't just
Good
rest
point.
while the work is happening. We need to keep our eyes peeled. I think we should maybe a quick stop at the pub to ask some questions.
Yeah. We can go to Atteka's farm and then wait there overnight and keep
Good
looking out
idea.
to see what takes them. I would also like to check out the store.
General store. By the look of the exterior, this is a small and plain building. Once inside, however, you find such a plethora of goods that your eye could get lost. Armour and arms hang on the wall like curtains of steel and bronze, blotting the brick walls from view. Glass cases, floor to the waistline, act as a counter, and a continuous line of showcase to showcase in a carnival of trinkets, small blades, and hunting traps. The general goods store is as much a museum as a store. So there's a male gnome, feet up on the counter, who takes them down. He's chewing on something like, I've forgotten what it's called. So, gentlemen, come on in out of the hot sun. Although the hot sun's almost gone now. Just that horrible late summerness that late summer feeling that we get after a day of all hot. It's cooler but
Sticky
not cold. Sticky weather, yeah.
What do you have for sale?
Oh, everything you can see is for sale, apart from my good self. Animal hides on the wall. 2-handed swords.
Animal hides, and probably not. But I immediately think that this is just him that's taking all the animals and skinning them all. But he seemed like just some random character that wouldn't.
What kind of animals is it?
I'm sure there are boars. I'm sure there's chicken heads, foxes.
Sheep?
No sheep.
No!
No. That was
the sheep.
Good sir, I don't suppose you sell any sheep hides.
Oh, no, we don't sell sheep hides. What the hell would you want one of those for? They're not very decorative.
I would like one for my my bedding. Keeps you warm at night.
But the lights.
I simply don't stock. Listen, I stock most things, but that I do not. We have got some fur-lined waistcoats if you wanting to keep yourself warm, but that's as close as I can get.
What's the fur made of?
You what, Jack?
Wanting to keep yourself warm. I'm like melting over it.
In the winter, it's terrible.
Sorry.
Yeah. What are they? Did you ask what they look like, Ben?
I said the fur. Is it wool?
Sure. Yes. We
Sheep wool.
buy them off. Yes, we buy them off the farms for the winter times.
That's it. We have proof.
So we're doing a police investigation. I'm gonna have to look through your properties.
I wouldn't call it a police investigation.
I would have
Shut
to
up.
see some kind of identification. I assure you, I'm up to. No, my books are in order.
Give me a driving license.
I do an intimidation with an axe on the counter.
This can only go terrible.
19.
He says, "Look, you can look around. You can look around. You can look at my books. Do what you want. If that okay? I have nothing to hide, so I have nothing to stop you looking for.
What about the back area?
Come through the back area. That's where I'm making me some coffee."
Okay.
So you walk around it through back behind the till, and into the back. There's a small table. Looks like a safe.
Yeah, I jump on the floorboards, try and find a weakness in the floor.
Oh.
Any
Yeah.
cellar.
Start jumping around.
Yeah, you hear a crack as you break a floorboard.
Is there a cellar underneath?
Nope.
While he's
Oh.
doing that,
Thank you for your participation there, lad. I will be leaving you now. Goodbye.
So you emerge from the back room and you walk past. Some of the oddities seem strange, even in this eclectic mix. Nearest the cash drawer is a small space inside the counter. You see an item seated in a white cloth silk, a cloth of white silk, even. The chip of night is roughly the dimensions of a deck of playing cards and gleams like black glass. So, fellas, am I free or?
For now.
would you happen to have any studded leather armor? And
Studded?
maybe a net?
All of
Studded.
those, yes. Here we go. Come back here and have a look. And he has got a rack of studded leather armor in different colours.
I will take the dark green color. Thank you.
Walks it over to the till, opens the cash register, and says, "However much that is, I don't know.
45 gold pieces.
45 gold pieces, please."
I would also like to take one net.
You got anything for sale? For you might want to trade in to make this half price.
No.
Okay.
Oh.
Fair enough. But just saying, in future, if you're passing again and you want something a bit cheaper, maybe bring some trade in and do a deal.
I can trade leather armor. I have.
You have leather armor, okay? Yeah, well, I'll knock you 50% off if you give me if it's in good condition.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. I didn't even bother writing it down because I can't wear armor as a total, but I do start with it.
Where do you get your boar skins from?
75 gold.
Okay.
Would you
Fine.
happen to have any boar organs?
No. We all we do with boars is put the heads on trophy plaques. They're just, but where do we get them from? Well, there's a lot of wild boars come roaming around here, and I'm a bit of a hunter.
Oh, you know how to remove all the vital organs so you can get the heads in.
Not especially, no. I just get them and chop the head off with an axe.
Interesting.
Let
But you
the
don't buy them from anywhere else.
No, like I said, they just
Pay for anyone to go get them for you.
No, but there are. I know there are a bit of a poaching problem in this area. So, yeah, beasts can be worth more money, especially horses. Horses, you gotta watch out for the you've got to watch out for the Rojo Astuto.
Rojo Astuto.
Rojo Astuto are, well, they're cattle rustlers, and they operate all around Santiago.
What's a cattle rustler?
Someone who steals your animals and sells them on.
Oh, I think we ran into someone like that.
Oh, we did actually, yeah.
Are they?
They're not violent, but they'll trick you out of. They'll heist
Do they
you.
use-
Well, there's two less in the world now. Hey,
Why?
well, they're
We
in
were
prison.
attacked by bandits.
They're in prison. Yeah, they're a nuisance, but you know,
That's why they are in prison.
they're just trying to get by.
But,
You sort of can't blame them. They get into trouble, they get out of trouble, and it's just a way of doing business. You know, you got to sort of feel sorry for them.
no, I don't. They shouldn't attack me. They need to
Yeah.
learn a lesson. Get a normal
You
job.
don't feel sorry for him.
You were attacked. That's most unusual.
Oh yeah, they threw green gas at our faces.
Oh wow. Well,
They knocked
normally
this poor
they're,
fella out.
No, sorry, but to hear that, normally they don't do that sort of thing.
Well, justice was served.
Yeah, they're in prison now.
Well, okay. Hopefully they'll
They're in
learn their
prison,
lesson
okay.
this time.
Oh yeah, they're not waking up from this one. Okay then.
Would you be interested in buying this lovely chainmail armor? Never worn because I can't.
Never been used. Yes, I'll take that.
75 gold. Can I get a 75 gold?
Can I get anyone 75 gold?
I'll give you 50 gold.
No.
Oh, well, fair enough.
You're gonna buy it if it was.
I'll take my business elsewhere. Wait a minute. You take your business elsewhere.
Yeah. Wow. Didn't think I was gonna get swindled like that. I'm not giving it 1150. I'm not doing that.
If you want to buy something else, maybe we can do as a deal. But as you can see, I've got plenty of stock.
Don't want anything.
Okay then, gentlemen. I think our business here is done.
Farewell now.
Bye. Cha-ching.
Just open the door quickly.
Cha-ching.
I open and close the door.
Cha-ching.
Cool. Shall we? It's getting quite late. Shall we start to go to the farm? Or I was thinking about the pub, but they're all clueless around here. I think we're probably just best going to the farm.
Yeah, the last rays of the sun over the horizon are pretty much out. Yeah, the stars are coming out.
Let's get to the farm, lads.
Right, so off you trot on your horses. Trot all the way over to the next farm. You find yourselves in a large fenced fields area. Horses and other animals graze and meander around the area. The ranch comes into view. A large single-story building dominates the grounds, flanked on either side by several barns, varying in size to accommodate different livestock. Behind the main ranch house are a row of small cottages for the ranch hands. The forest tree line looms behind the estate and wraps to its flanks, and further in the distance, the Boca Terra dominates the horizon line in the north. That's the mountain range, I think.
Do you think if we were to take one of their horses and leave one of ours there, they'd notice?
Probably.
All the horses look the same.
You actually see a man carrying a saddle from a horse back towards one of these barns.
Just the saddle.
It's just the saddle, yeah. Seems to have unsaddled the horse and he's putting him, he's had a day's work or whatever, and now he's putting the saddle away, you sense.
I think maybe we should speak to these people
Oh yeah.
before doing anything too rash.
I think.
What was that?
I'm shouting his name.
So there's this guy, Organ, a Tekka, a dark-skinned human that excels at animal husbandry. His average height, but muscular. He is clean. He is friendly. Waves you over. Oh, hi, gentlemen.
Hello.
Hello.
Bit late to be travelling out here this time of night. These roads are dangerous.
Well, we're come to have a sleepover on your farm. I'm doing
How
an
come?
investigation on your missing sheep.
Oh, you saw my posters all over town.
Yeah.
No, we didn't. We got told by someone else.
Oh, I put those
You're
posters up.
performing investigation.
I put those posters up hoping that I'd get some people over to help out. Okay, come on.
And we're not people.
I
Oh,
am
wait.
mushroom.
You're saying that you didn't answer my posters? Well, they were a waste of time.
Yeah, but then you said it like we're not people. Like we're
Oh, I
just.
didn't mean. Take no offense off this old man. Right, come on, get
Oh.
down off your horses. Let's go inside.
Okay.
Dragging the chest again.
Yep. So you go into his house.
Steps.
Please leave chest outside.
No, it goes with me. No more questions.
Well, glad to see you've made it all this way safe. I have got a bit of a problem. You say you're investigating. Well, I've had animals going missing, and I don't know if it's poachers or what. Is that why you're here? You chasing down some poachers?
Well, we're finding out what's happening to these animals.
My God, I've
We
lost.
want to know what might be taking them.
Sure, exactly. That's why I put money into getting people over here.
Well, we've been to the other farm, and he's lost 4 sheep.
Which farm's that, son?
The one that way, the west one. Yeah, the one not. That's
Sunnyside.
all.
Sunnyside. Yeah, they've been having it too, but not like I have. 13 horses gone missing, 5 goats, 3 mules, and even a hadrosaur I had for a few weeks I lost.
Any weird sightings on the land?
Weird signs.
Sightings.
Sightings.
Because we found a horse on Sunnyside.
Animals.
We saw on the boards that had been disemboweled.
Oh my God! Why would anyone steal animals and then cut them open? That's weird. I do think it's just a hunch I got, but I think that poachers have been using some sort of magic to evade capture, so we don't find them. Because one minute my animals are out there pasturing, and then they are gone. They vanish.
Does everything go quiet?
I don't rightly know what makes you say that.
Oh, are you standing there one moment, everything goes quiet, and then you're losing 5 horses? The sounds of it might be something that you don't notice, but now you're thinking about it, do you recall that?
You know what? You might be onto something there. You might well be onto something. Look, I sometimes get some giant bees over here, and they come from Bee Ranch further west. Now, I'm not used to them being this far from their hives. I don't know if you've heard about Bee Ranch, but they're literally where it's all bees all over. They're giant bees, and yeah, it's just I've never had them all the way over at my farm before, but that's weird.
They don't do anything to your animals?
No, the bees don't bother my animals at all.
Well, this boar that we found, it had a singular hole in its neck, similar to a bee sting.
Well, you think these bees have turned rogue?
Maybe.
Started eating intestine and like
I have
hearts.
found blood. I found evidence.
This is getting all very similar.
Blood, but no corpse. You say you've found a corpse?
Yeah.
With no blood.
Wow. There's no tracks.
We suspect it's flying enemy.
You know what? Some of my guys, they also say they feel like they were being watched. They'd wander off alone, and then it's like someone was watching them, ready to pounce on the animals, but you just never see them do it.
We had that. And that's when everything went quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it all went quiet. We were just walking, and it felt like someone was gonna catch us or jump on us, and then it all
it could be
went back to
happening
normal.
right now. You know, goddamn taking my cattle. What's
Where did
that,
you see
guys?
the blood stain?
Where did I see that blood stain? Out by the old farmstead out back. There's a farm, the old farmhouse. This is a new farmhouse. Yeah, my old distant relatives. The roof all caved in, but Just out there. Go take a look if you want, but you won't see much in the dark.
Well, I think we should get some lanterns and hide out there for the night.
Suit yourself. I'll keep the warm coffee on if you're going to stay up late. And if you want to bed down, I've got plenty of rooms you can take for yourselves, guys.
Much appreciated.
Okay.
Look, I really appreciate the help. I've been waiting too long. I've lost so much money. Luckily, I can stand to take a little bit of a hit like that with a good business. But any of these smaller farms that have been clean dried out. But so now you're here, I'll cook us up some food maybe if you're hungry, and come in. It gets mighty cold out there, even though it was warm all day. So you go have a look around, and I'll be here if you need me. It's pitch black. The stars are out. The moon-filled light all across the farm.
We got some lanterns from the guy.
Yeah, you get these old-fashioned lanterns, each in one hand, and candle shines an orangey light as you follow the ground, the dried-out, cracky grass and clay ground. And sure enough, lit by the moon is the old house. And you go over to investigate. So roll me some investigations there. Charlie, yeah. You immediately find the blood spots in the moonlight. It's dried into the sandy floor, just next to the side wall. If you look at, you're thinking of the front on, there's the doors and that into the house. To the left-hand side, that's where you saw some of the drips, as if you were walking around to the back.
I would like to follow the blood stains.
They barely go
If they're
more
like
than a step. It just seems to be all concentrated in that one area. You hear a knock,
Okay.
a bang, a bit of something moving inside the location, though. Like that.
That would be dropping something. That was
Yeah, like Jacob dropping something inside the building.
I think maybe we should investigate.
Yeah, let's have a look around this area. Where kind of did the sound come from? In the barn? Was
Inside the old farmhouse, yeah. The door is still intact, but the roof did fall in and then get removed, so it's a roofless house now.
Just having a wandering around the house. Then.
You won't go around the back. Are you going in the front?
I'll go for the front.
So yeah, you open the door.
Hello.
Yeah, you hear another noise further in, like through the lounge and sort of into the kitchen area.
Go straight in.
Yeah, walk through the doorway to the kitchen. Again, the roof is gone in there. There's a really sun-bleached kitchen table and chairs, and you don't see anything in there, but you can sense this feeling of being watched. Very strong. Like you're going to see a ghost any minute.
I am there with him, aren't
Can be. You're behind him, yeah.
I? So I want to cast Detect Magic.
Okay, there's no magic at all.
Okay.
I would like to take a look around, see if there's all we're missing in here. Any hidden creatures or along those lines.
You all need to have a wisdom save. You have a vague, very fleeting feeling that you've sunk down in a bath and your ears are suddenly covered. Like you can hear the blood rushing around in your head. And then it just disappears. It doesn't seem to take. You're like, oh, that was weird. You know?
I think we should go and see if any animals are missing now.
Okay.
Yes.
The back door's right there to the kitchen. So yeah, you walk on out and you see there are cattle out there, certainly sheep and things out back. So
Although, I mean, we don't know how many there were originally. So
you don't know how many there were, so
yeah, we can tell if any are gone.
yeah. But you can go and count the sheep. There's like 10 sheep.
We should probably ask the farmer.
Yeah, let's do a stock count on animals and then go back to the farm and be like, how many did you have?
Yeah.
Do we count how many they are? I'm asking how many there were.
Yeah. So 10 sheep.
10 sheep.
Okay.
Cow?
Yeah. There's other animals, aren't
Yeah, there's a goat. There's a goat pen about 60 seconds walk.
there? Okay. Although
I mean,
if it was that strong, it probably would have only been the sheep that are right next to us.
Well, it's best to take a stock count of everything, really, and then we've got an idea of how many we've got.
I mean, if we put an alarm kind of spell on the different pens, if someone goes in there to try and take the animals, we'd be alerted.
Does anyone have that spell?
I do.
You put your thread of magical line around the sheep pen, so if anything enters, you get like a ringing bell or whatever you decide it to be. I think.
An alarm alerts you whenever a tiny or large creature touches or enters the bordered area. When you cast a spell, you can designate which wants that alarm. You also choose whether the alarm is mental or audible. So I'm going to put audible.
Well, are we going to do a count of these animals, or we're just going to go to the farmer and ask how many sheep he had?
Probably count.
Okay.
I mean, you didn't designate the sheep as being allowed to enter the sheep pen.
Let me just quickly fix that.
So the sheep pens are armed. What about the goats? And there's some cows in a massive field.
Yes. How many goats are there and cows are there?
8 goats, 12 cows. As you're counting the cows in the distance near a tree, you see a very weird humanoid-ish figure. And as you're looking, it seemed to be like rising up from behind the side of a cow, and it turns to you, and you just see these red eyes.
I cannot see that.
I can't zoom in. So they're like red eyes like that. And it seems to go invisible, because it certainly doesn't go up or down. It just sort of phases out, and you hear a weird screech as it's running away.
Hello, Charlie. It went into the ran.
They saw something with red eyes, and it ran or turned invisible and sort of ran.
Can I go run up to the area where it was?
So yeah, you go over to where this cow has started to walk away.
Do a check on the cow, just see if the cow's alright.
The cow doesn't seem all right, and that's when you hear the God, natural one. You hear the air whip from 15 foot away. Something just misses your head. You know, like if I'd have whipped a cow whip at you, and then it's gone. It's running off.
After it.
Yeah, I mean, I've got dark vision, so can I see anything? I've managed to see anything.
It's got an invisibility thing on it.
Oh.
So you hear it. You can do a good perception to follow its noise.
Yeah, go for a perception to try and follow its sound.
Is it within 30 feet of me? Probably not.
I only imagined Ben going over. He said he'd go.
Yeah.
So,
I got 12.
Hard to say exactly where it is, but because you sort of don't know which direction it went, and yeah, it's difficult in the night sky, and you feel a bit unnerved that you're sort of out in the open in a cow field, and this thing just had a whip at you, and seems to be invisible.
Come on, laddie, with your red eyes! Come and hit me again!
It's just
I
silent.
hear him yelling and just come over.
Yeah.
It's a thing with red eyes. It's coming for me.
What are you shouting about?
There's a thing with red eyes. It's coming for me.
I think it's coming for you.
Yeah, it's coming for me.
Coming for you, then it'd be here by now.
Well, it did a whip against my ear. It was like someone against my ear.
Ah, yes.
Where did you see this creature?
Yeah, it had red eyes. It was shaped like a normal human scam. It was, I don't know. It
Shit,
just,
like a really skinny guy, like a naked guy. We could sort of,
yeah.
you know, real
I
thing.
don't know if one of the farmers are playing a trick on us.
Where'd you see it?
I saw it in the tree, and then it came down, and then stood behind this cow here, and went, and then disappeared.
Can I take a look for any tracks of where it went? "Huh?"
Yeah. Roll investigation. Yeah, you can see some tracks. You can see some, dry ground disruption, and its supposed footsteps. It has like three toes. One sort of forward and like griffin aim or something. Weird claws. And
I'm not sure this is human.
yeah, it seems to. You follow it all the way into a more grassy patch where you just lose. The grass then goes to a fence which it may have jumped and then out into the trees. You sort of lost it. So it's definitely intelligent. It's some sort of naked guy running around with weird shaped feet. You didn't see wings, so
It's not flying.
Not that a cocker.
yeah.
It's invisible, but it's leaving tracks.
It physically ran on the floor, yeah.
Physically left tracks. And the other farm said that no crops have been disturbed, nothing had been disturbed, they just disappeared. So why is it leaving tracks now?
You interrupted it seemed, yeah.
I say we go back to the farmer, tell him what we found.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Ask him if he's got any animals missing from the count we've made, and see if maybe get something quick bite to eat, and then we'll set out again and see if we can disturb it. and
Maybe
bring
one
it
of
back.
us should stay here and keep guard on animals until
Ah.
in case he comes back.
Well volunteered, Mushroom Man.
Well, I am rather perceptive and I have a ranged weapon.
Yeah,
So it seems
exactly.
fair.
And I think we should probably, when we come back, we should group up the house and give it a bit of a wobble. We seem to get something there before.
So two of you go back to the house, and Charlie, are you sort of keeping your eye on the alarm section, or are you doing just the rest? What are you looking at?
I'm gonna keep my eye in the direction where I followed the tracks to where it ran away.
Oh yeah.
See if I see any glowing red eyes.
Okay, so you get yourself comfy and have a good view, get used to the dark, and the other two go in the house, and a Tecker would be like, "Find anything, guys?"
Yeah, we've seen a creature of some kind, but I've just got a question to ask. The house
Yeah.
that collapsed,
Oh yeah.
anyone die in it?
No, it just fell down in the heat,
In the heat?
I think that's less important than the creature.
I'm just thinking something terrible might have happened there. It might have caused the creature to be created.
What creature?
Oh, there's a creature out there. It's got red eyes. It was chasing it. We were chasing after it, but I'm trying to work out this house.
Wait, you saw something like a beast.
It's a humanoid. Looks like he's naked, running around. Got red
Poacher.
eyes.
Poachers.
No, not poachers.
I
This
had
is-
3 toes.
3 toes. That's
On
no poacher. Sounds like a bird, man. I've seen those Aracocra.
No, it hasn't got wings. It's invisible.
It's still out there.
I think so, yeah.
Oh, get my crossbow. Let's go.
It
Okay,
seemed
then.
like it did defense, but
It'll come back.
also, how many animals did you have last time you checked?
He tells you the numbers, and they all check out to what you have. Meanwhile, Charlie, the alarm is going off for the sheep.
Okay. I immediately draw my bow and start rushing over.
Yeah, you're tunning it over the open. You leap over this fence, and you're going there, and sure enough, there is this shape. So this thing is in the sheep pen.
Okay, I'm immediately gonna shoot an arrow at it.
Okay. I've rolled an initiative of a 10, but yeah, you can have your first shot anyway.
17 to hit.
Hits it. The arrow hits it in its shoulder.
7 damage.
Okay. Yeah, it recoils, opens its mandibles that you see it has. It's obviously taken a bite out of a sheep.
Okay, I'm gonna yell for backup in case the alarm's not
Alright.
been heard by anyone.
Yeah.
So you two start running out, and it will very speedily come right at you, and something seems to shoot at you out of the darkness for an 8, and this spear seems to just fly past your head and disappear into the distance. Your go, Charlie. You two roll
I should mention, with the studded armor, my AC's been increased to 16.
Oh, cool. Yeah, all right. Horace, you're up.
I get my axes and at the creature, aiming for its neck.
Okay.
18 and
It's
9.
misses.
One axe flies into the distance.
You come at it from one side and swing, and it connects.
And we got an 8 damage.
8 damage. Okay. Yeah, you whack into it, and it almost gets stuck into its crusty body. But you pull it out. Kibble, you've got another. Before it has a go at Horace, you've got another chance.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot it again.
Okay.
And then probably switch to my axe.
Alright.
Natural 20.
Okie dokie.
Oh, right dice. Oh, what a shame you were a 90. 27.
You gain 2 AC and
I'll
advantage
take it.
on all saves. So yeah, you really eye onto this thing, and you're ready. It almost hit you with that other proboscis spear, but this one, you are now ready. You're ready to dodge at all times. Okay, it is gonna look at Ben with its red eyes.
I should probably say the damage.
Oh yeah.
19
19
damage.
Turns at Ben and claws. Come on, boy. Roll good. Oh, Jesus. That's 11. 11's not going to do anything. It rakes at you with its claws, and you just put your arm up or something, and it's blocked it. Yog, your friend is dangerously close to this thing.
Okay, I'm gonna run right up to it and cast Inflict Wounds, which requires me touching it, if that matters.
Alright.
I think I make an attack roll. So 15.
Hits it.
Okay, let me just check that I do. Yeah, I roll an attack. 3d10 necrotic.
Okay.
3, 5, 3. So 11 necrotic damage.
Okay.
Does necrotic?
No, there's nothing extra. There's nothing extra.
Okay.
Horace.
I get my battle axe out and I go, right, laddie, let's go for it, and go to its try and chop its arm off.
Yeah, okay.
With a 10 to hit.
It misses.
See, on my back. Oh.
Kibble.
I'm gonna move in with my hand axe and go for the same arm he went for. This is a good thing for us not having spine. 8 damage.
Alright. Still on its feet. Right, my god, what can I do? I am going to look at Charlie, and I'm going to make you do a wisdom save as that underwater ears thing happens on you.
Remind me, do I have advantage on the
You
thing?
do, don't you? You do.
Unnatural 20.
God damn it! Yeah, you shake it off. It looks. It's tried to do that. It sort of looks like it's thinking about fleeing now. Yog.
Inflict wounds is my only damaging spell, so I'm gonna do it again. That is 10 probably.
No.
No.
You see the mandibles of this thing start to do off-tempo clicking noises. It kind of sounds like crickets, but it's like I say, it's off-tempo. It's not at regular intervals. It's furtively looking for a way out, which best way to run. Horace.
I want to bind it or hold it down somehow. I think I've got some rope.
I'm just checking turtles. If they can retreat into their shell as a bonus action, I'm also going to do that.
Okay.
I don't have any rope. Never mind. Okay, I'm just gonna go and try and pin it down with my battle axe and try and get its hands stuck in the floor.
All right.
Yeah, you're big for a dwarf. You can handle it.
So do
13 to hit.
what?
13 to hit.
No.
Damn.
I'm afraid not. Now, Ben, you're up close and you get a good look at this thing. It's greyish blue in colour. It seems to slink down on all fours like a hunting cat. It has weird protrusions out of its back as well as these mandibles. It's just in every way new, not human. Do you know what I mean? It's like you haven't seen anything else like this. After Horace, it's Kibble.
I'm gonna try and put my hand axe into its leg to try and stop it from being able to run away.
Okay. 9 damage taken. Okay, it is going to turn around, run. I'm thinking past Horace, so you'll get an opportunity attack. It's going to head.
I was next to it. I do inflict wounds, which is touch.
Yep. Okay, Jacob, you both get a go on it. It's going away from Kibble, who's not quite as close, and it's making
I just whacked it with my hatchet.
You all want a bloody go at it. It's fine. All take a go at it.
10.
10. No.
21.
Yes.
A bit better.
I'm gonna. Let's throw my axe, isn't it?
Okay.
Both 15.
They hit. How do you want to kill it?
16.
Kibble, you had first slice there.
Basically, I've just finished what I started with my first attack on the leg and just slowly cut it off. And then on the back swing, I just cut its head off.
And it shimmies out of focus for a while, like it's like flicking on and off, and then it just falls to the floor dead, headless.
Well done, lads.
We've done it.
That's the mystery solved.
Should bring it inside.
Yeah. Let's pick the head up. I'll put
Yeah.
this in my chest.
Oh, wait, so if you're opening your chest to put it in, I'd like to have a little glance at what's already in there.
Oh no, you won't, lad.
Yeah.
No,
We're both peeking in.
well,
No,
speaking
no.
of you, I mean, I guess I'm towering over you, so I don't have to peek over your shoulder. But, you know.
No. Well, we need to have a look at this creature's teeth and do an investigation and see if what it last ate.
As you are picking up the head to keep it, the blood that drops from its neck is singeing the floor like acid. It's highly melty.
Highly melted.
Highly melty. I tell you what I
Corrosive,
tell
is
you
that
what,
what-
I tell you what why I said highly melty rather than this. They subsist upon biomatter, specifically harvested from animals. Their proboscis releases a virulent neurotoxin that liquefies organs while simultaneously draining the victim of fluids. Highly melty.
Highly melty.
Right.
I guess it's very good we didn't get hit by those.
Yeah.
That's true.
Although
So,
I'm
yeah.
not sure how that would affect the mushroom
Yeah,
physiology.
that's right.
Let's be really cool and go into the farm and just like slam it on the table in front of them.
Yeah. Oh, he's out here.
That's
with
what
us,
I'm doing.
Are you just taking the head or are you taking the whole?
I'm
Well,
taking the
body.
whole body.
Yeah,
Right.
something like bring the body along. I want the head, although I think Horace is already holding it.
Horace has the head, and you two take a leg each, and you pull this corpse. Yeah. Okay, open the door. You're walking in with the head. Good God, man! What is that? And he starts to singe his wood on this floor.
Oh, this is the creature that's been stealing your sheep.
Oh my God! Put it over the sink. Put it over the sink. Ah,
Why?
look at it. It's hideous.
Hey. You probably
Just
think
imagine
you're
what a
hideous as well.
sink would be. Does it have a tap?
Yeah, there's a tap under there. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just got like really glassy eyes now, like lifeless orbs of glass almost. But and like the mandibles just seem to almost still twitch in the death throes. And he's like, have you ever seen anything like this before? What sort of creature is this?
It gives me some reminders of some things that I've seen in the past, but it seems odd that you've never seen these kind of things. But I suppose you're not an adventurer, but still.
What? I've never seen anything like this.
I'm just a farmer.
It's,
The closest thing I've seen to this is werewolf.
That's a good call. Yes.
yeah, and it likes to eat flesh and eat bodies, and it's something I've dealt with in the past, so it's fair enough. It does give me somewhat flashbacks, but it's all fine.
It smells kind of mud-like.
Maybe it's been made from the manure.
Yeah.
It's a poo creature.
Two elemental.
Yeah.
Do you think there's likely to be more of them?
I don't know. We'll find
It would
out
be
if you
safe
have
to
any more
assume
sheep.
so.
I mean, probably.
Did it get any of my cattle?
I don't think so.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
I believe it's attempted to eat one of your sheep.
Oh my God. So what do we do with the body? Do we take it back to town?
Yes.
Yeah.
First we take it back to Sunnyside Farm so that they can pay us. But yeah, we should also take it to town.
Yes. The guard would likely want to know
People might
who
want
is.
to buy it, you know, like.
Well, you need to take it back and speak to Prospera. Prospera is a lady who I gave the vouchers, the warning signs, forgot what they're called, the posters, the wanted posters.
Does anyone in the town deal with this kind of stuff?
No, but you know.
Any priests around?
Prospera works in the Merchants Guild, okay? She's big in town, okay? She's a very strong woman, and she's the one to speak to. She'll probably even give you a reward, because that's where all our complaints go. Seek out Prospera.
Okay.
Okay.
If you would allow us to rest here for tonight.
Absolutely.
These
absolutely. And I will also pay you the reward.
Oh, thank you.
Because
Yes,
you've done
please.
fine
Cool.
things here.
Can I have yours?
Reward.
Can I have yours, Kibble? Please.
I give you half.
Thank you.
Right, I'm going to give you 80 gold pieces each.
80 gold pieces.
So 160.
160. 120 if you're getting half of mine.
God damn it.
I'm keeping mine for myself.
wise move. So it does look like a giant horned beetle, I suppose. In a way, I actually have a giant horned beetle nearby in one of my other farms. If you're wanting one, I can sell you one for 1,000 gold. But it does look it looks beetle-like, doesn't it? That head, it's insectoid.
Could I do a history check on the body?
Yeah, history. Yeah.
See if I know anything about a creature like this. 14.
You know nothing. You've never seen the like. This thing looks extraterrestrial.
Alien.
Can I do a nature check?
Yeah.
To see if I can determine what kind of creature it is.
Yeah, what's its creature type?
Yeah.
18.
I mean, if aberration means anything to you.
Right, yeah, okay. So it's an alien then.
That just so happens to be my favorite enemy type.
Whoa.
Really? You're using PHP? Okay, anyway.
So
using the worst rendering.
This thing looks alien in every way, shape, and form. If they have any recognizable society, it would seem like a combination of insect hive and wolf pack.
Okay, so packs. There's multiple of them.
Yeah.
We've got to seek them out, fellas. This job's not done.
Well, maybe we could get additional help.
Well, now we know what we're hunting. We can maybe get it, I don't know, casted so it doesn't rot away, or some kind of way to make it preserved, and get a good illustrator to draw out what it looks like. Put some wanted posters out for these things.
I think
Some
before we do
warnings.
anything, we probably got to sleep.
Yes.
All right.
Remember, these things can go invisible, so we should not lower our guard because we killed one.
No.
We
got lucky.
I don't know if they're like cannibals. Another one might come along and then eat this body.
Well, that's why we're going to put it in my chest. Nothing gets in my chest.
Okay.
I could guess.
So, yeah, go on, put it in your chest.
Thank you. I'm going to do a super quick.
Okay, so you have the body. The head's currently in the sink. You have lodgings for the night, and you didn't take any damage at all for an annoying reason. I roll terrible after terrible. So yeah, that's where we finished tonight's episode.
Very nice.